Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't uploaded a video in a very long time. Well, I shouldn't even say that it's been that long. I think it's been like 2 weeks. But you guys already knew when I filmed my very last video that I uploaded that I was moving. As you can kind of see behind me, I'm going to try to do an apartment tour soon. I kind of want to do like her nursery area first because that's more set up than like the whole apartment. We kind of still have like not boxes or anything, but just like piles of stuff like in certain areas, so it looks a little weird, kind of like how you can see here. I just have like boxes, so kind of want to clear that before I do an apartment tour, but we'll see how that works out and everything like that. But I really wanted to film a video today because I went to Goodwill and I haven't done a Goodwill haul like to resell in a very long time. I do still do reselling. I know I haven't put a video up in a while, but I do still do it. I am doing it a little bit more now because of my daughter coming in like 3 weeks. So I'm trying to get a good amount of stuff and also just sell a good amount of stuff, because all the money that I'm getting from reselling we're putting aside, because of course I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the regular stuff that I'm doing now to bring in income when, you know, she's here. So I've been going at it a little harder, but today was an amazing day. I have never had this much luck with this Goodwill. Well, I've had this kind of luck like finding these brands, but not like in a consistent day. Like I will go one day and I will find, you know, some basic pieces and then maybe like a Lululemon piece, and then the next day I'll go back and I'll find again a couple basic pieces and then like a Lily Pulitzer piece, which is awesome. So it's never like super consistent, but today I found multiples of great brands, and I didn't even go through the whole store because I had to stop myself. I don't have like a $300 budget or $200 budget like some resellers do to to go out and buy inventory, which I wish I did, but I'm not upset about it because all of these items are going to give me like at least excuse me, are at least going to sell for $20 and above. So I'm not upset that I only got a few items, but you know, it would have been nice if I could have gone through the whole store. I did go through most of it, mostly the like winter, fall kind of area, like sweaters and things like that, which is more important to me for this time of year than going through tank tops and stuff like that. So I'm not too I can't talk today. Oh my goodness. I am not super worried or upset about going through tank tops and stuff. I'm also in the apartment that I'm in. I'm very close to a Goodwill outlet, so the next time that I want to go buy more inventory, I can go there, and that's where I kind of prefer to get tank tops and stuff anyway, because they're so light and the price point is better. So yeah, so today I spent $25 and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 pieces. So I think it was like $3.60 or something like that an item. I did get a discount on top of that. My Goodwill's prices are usually $4.29 for most of their stuff, like all their tops and stuff like that, because that's all I got was tops. But my fiance is a veteran, so I did get a military discount off of that, so I got about 50 cents off of each piece, or 43 cents off of each piece, which is great because I got all full price items. I really hate getting full price items, but I've kind of just decided that if it's going to bring me, like, these pieces are brands that I sell consistently. Like, I know that as soon as I post it, it's going to be sold within the, you know, the month that you have on eBay, or, you know, it'll be sold in a couple days on Poshmark or whichever. So I'm confident in spending that $4 because I know that I'm going to get my money back. With new brands or brands that, you know, are bread and butter, everybody has different bread and butter, but just for example, like maybe an Old Navy top, I have profited from Old Navy before, but at $4, I'm not going to get anything. So in that sense, I would, you know, refuse to pay full price. But for all these brands, like I said, they're really great brands. They're amazing pieces, and I've sold similar items. So I'm very confident that that $4 is going to be returned back to me, if that makes sense. So if you are new, I know I have a couple people who watch my reselling hauls that you know, kind of have questions about why I choose certain things if certain things sell. That's how I choose whether to spend full price at Goodwill, because I know everybody's Goodwill is different. Some Goodwills, their, you know, lowest price is like $6. So I know for me, some of my tops are actually cheap compared to what other people get. So I will go through and show you obviously what I got so you guys can look out for it, but that's my best advice for you guys if you're worried like me and really hate paying full price for an item, because as you saw, I got 6 items for $25, but if I had got half price items, I probably would have came home with like 12 items, you know. So it does kind of suck, but at the same time, like I said, I have no like worries like maybe this might sell, this might not. I could be sitting on this for, you know, weeks and weeks. I don't feel like that about any of these items. So that's a really good indicator that, you know, it's money well spent. So I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I actually picked up. So the first thing on the very top of the bag, I don't want to say I'm iffy about this. I just don't know if like this, I guess the color, I don't know. I'm like kind of iffy about if this like color kind of top is going to sell. The brand is phenomenal, but I don't know. So this is Eileen Fisher. Eileen Fisher is an amazing brand. It's very good quality. I always sell her stuff very quickly. I don't think I have anything Eileen Fisher in my inventory right now. No, because the last Eileen Fisher piece I got just sold about a week ago. So I'm very confident in this brand. I just have never sold like a shirt that looks exactly like this. So this is kind of like a goldy, mustardy yellow color, and it's like a tunic type top. It's very beautiful, and it's 100% linen. There's no holes on it or anything. The main places that I look are like right here under the arm in like the pit area and at the very bottom. I did find a Eileen Fisher piece at the bins that had a hole in it, so I was obviously very, very sad because that would have been an amazing profit. But with Eileen Fisher pieces, because she makes a ton of pieces with, you know, linen and silk and stuff like that, you really can't, you can sew it and probably still get your money's worth out of it, especially if it's like under the arm where, like, you know, nobody's gonna see that maybe I have a hole in my arm when I'm, you know, standing like this. But it just depends. I know some people refuse to to touch anything that has a flaw in it, but if you feel like you can still get your money worth out of it, which you probably can with Eileen Fisher, then I would say go ahead and go for it. Then the other Eileen Fisher piece that I got was this one. So I think this is, I can't remember which tag is the newer tag. There's this tag and then there's this. I think this one is newer Eileen Fisher. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this one is her newer stuff. So this is also Eileen Fisher. This is a size large, and it's just a pretty basic, I feel like, long sleeve top, and it's like this burnt orange color. And this is 100% silk. It doesn't feel like it, to be honest. It doesn't feel like anything I've like encountered before, but it is silk. The tag says it's 100% silk. There's no issues. Like I said, it's a super basic top, but because of the brand, it's gonna sell. And actually, because it is a basic, there's probably gonna be a wider like range of people that are looking for it versus something that's like super specific or, you know, has a certain style to it or something like that. So then I also found this when I first got there, because this Goodwill has like I don't know if it's I think it's just like a men's like sweater rack or something like that. I don't know. At first I thought it was like the Goodwill boutique. I know some stores have it, some stores don't. It's basically they just mark up the prices because it's got like it's new with tags, or it's a fancier brand, which for my Goodwill is like Adidas and Ralph Lauren and stuff like that. But I think this rack was just kind of like men's sweaters and stuff, because that's pretty much all that was on there. But I found this Adidas windbreaker, and my lighting is a little like white, so hopefully you can see it, but it's like a really dark navy color, and then it has green, white, or just green and white reflectiveness to it. But it's in really good shape, and it is a vintage Adidas windbreaker. It does have either somebody's name or something like that on it, but I mean it's not like busted up or anything like that. I mean, that's like the only flaw, if any, but really who's going to be looking at that tag, because it's going to be on your back. So there's a certain name for this like kind of jacket, because it's got like the open like the breathable pocket right here, and it has, I believe it's a removable hoodie. Yeah, I think that's what this is the like removable, you can take the hoodie off. I'm sorry my lighting is like super bright. It's really good, but if like anything intervenes with it, then it gets thrown off. But basically, it's just a vintage windbreaker, and it's in really good shape. I do sell Adidas and Nike very well, or I should say not very well, just I sell it very fast. Like I can flip it very quickly. But like I said, my Goodwill has now gotten into putting like boutique items. They never used to do that. You actually had to go to like a actual Goodwill boutique, which usually only like places up north had, but now my stores are doing it, and so they're marking all like Adidas and Nike stuff at like $12, which if it's for yourself is a good deal, because that's, you know, half off of what it usually is. But to resell, it's really, really hard to resell $12 Nike items, because I usually pay $2, sell it for like $12.15, and I still profit, I mean, at least over $5, so why not? Pick it up, it's a quick flip, but you know, for $12, $10, even $4 sometimes I won't pay for it, but I paid $4 for that because it's vintage, and I did check sold listings before I took it. They're all $20 and over, so I'm perfectly fine with that, like I said, and it's in great shape. So $4 for a vintage windbreaker that's in great shape, why not? And then these last three pieces are my favorite. So if I, honestly you guys, if I had more money, I probably would have had about like 6 or 7 J. Jill pieces in this haul, because somebody dropped off like all of their J. Jill, I guess, because there was like basic tees, there was 1 or 2 like pure Jill, which is a little bit of a less expensive version of J. Jill, and there was just like tops upon tops upon tops, and some sweaters from J. Jill, which are not gonna sell for like $50, $60 or anything like that, but at least like 15 and up, which is a great like margin to be in. So honestly, I wanted to take them all, but I just didn't have the money. And when looking up sold listings, like I said, I was paying $4, so I wanted to know that I was gonna get my money back. And this one, I'm very confident I'm gonna get my money back. So this is what the tag looks like. It's just J. Jill. This is an extra small petite, but it's a cardigan. So I think that even like myself, I can wear this, and I'm nowhere near an extra small. So hopefully my camera can pick it up. It's like a dark red and a black threading throughout, and it's this like chunky, or not chunky, but it's a very long open cardigan with these pockets. It's super like warm and cozy, and like I said, it's really big. If you look at it, it's also got like that ombre effect, and although it is, like I said, an extra small petite, I'm pretty sure a medium or small could even pull this off. The sleeves are a little small, so that's kind of what makes it petite also, is that you may fit into the cardigan part of it, but your arms might not fit because sometimes the arms are a little bit smaller. But anyways, I'll probably, more than likely, I'm going to measure this, so maybe hopefully I can sell it quicker and it won't sit because it's a petite. But this is also a acrylic, wool, nylon, and viscose blend, so I thought that was amazing because the wool itself is going to sell it. So like I said, I looked up sold listings, at least $20 for this at the bare minimum, so I felt confident in spending my $4 on that. But like I said, if I had the money, I would have bought it all, because even though, like I said, J. Jill is definitely not a brand that you should run out and find, but it's definitely, you know, good quality and you'll get money back for it. So it's not like a cheapy, you know, crappy brand or anything like that by any means. So that's really good. And then, okay, so my last two pieces are my favorite pieces. I have found, which one should I talk about first? I guess I'll talk about this one first because this is the piece I'm most excited for. I have only found one other piece from this brand at this Goodwill. It was a silk like button-up top, and it actually had damage on it from the way they tagged it. I'm pretty sure they have better taggers now that I'm looking at all the stuff that I got, but whenever they put the little like price tag thingy like this one here, they actually punctured like through the actual material. And with a lot of materials, not just silk but mainly silk, if you puncture through the material, no matter how you pull it out, it's, you know, you have the potential to rip it, and that's exactly what happened. They basically like double, I'll show you with just like a random shirt that I have here. So basically it was like two pieces of the shirt like this folded together and then punctured. So when I pulled it, and it was already like had a hole in general from where they punctured it, it just made like two baby holes basically, is the best way I could explain it. But purpose of me telling you that is I still sold it. I sold it for a little over $20, I believe, but it was still an amazing return. So this brand is phenomenal, and I'm so excited that I found it, especially this piece. So this is equipment, and I absolutely love finding this, but like I said, I've only found it one other time. So this is a really, really beautiful sweater. I think the lady judged me when I found, because I found this and the next piece I'm going to show you in the same like rack, not next to each other, but in the same rack, and I immediately was just like, just grabbed it. Like I wasn't like jumpy and giddy, but I just saw it and I was like, I just grabbed it really quickly, like almost like if I was like competing for it or something. I don't know, but this is a white, hopefully I can hold it because it's a little heavy because of the beading. It's a white sweater, and it has this really beautiful beading on it, and the beads are not missing. I did check to make sure that they weren't missing or anything like that. But on top of that, it's a cashmere and something else. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. It is cashmere and wool, which is phenomenal. It's super, super soft. The only reason why it's a little like on the, you know, heavy side is because it's got this heavy like beading on it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful sweater. It's definitely something you can dress up or, you know, dress down, and it's just, I was super excited about it. I didn't look up sold listings. I'm not going to. Well, eventually, because I want to know how to price it, but it's just a phenomenal piece. I'm super excited about it. Like I said, I've only found it that one other time, and I'm really excited to see, you know, how it does. So the very last piece was, again, something that I jumped for, because every time that I have this brand, it's like instantly sells. I've had two pieces that I sold like within the day. Like I had this one, it was a really weird like pullover sweater, but it was like great condition, sold within like 30 minutes. I've had others that took like 2 or 3 days, but they sell like super, super quick. And I love finding it. I used to find it all the time because I found out that this Goodwill in the area that I go to has a lot of higher end brands because there is a lot of money in that area. It doesn't look like it. Like if I showed you the map of where it is, it kind of looks not run down, but it just doesn't look like, oh, a high richy area. But you have to kind of like drive around the neighborhoods, and there's huge like villa houses and things like that. So there's money in that area. So, you know, they don't get high-end brands like every single day, but they do get them. So I was constantly finding this brand, and then all of a sudden I could never find it. And I was a little disappointed because I really love their stuff. So I was hoping to find more. And honestly, you guys, I am not like a super educated reseller, but So I definitely think that I would have passed this had I not been paying attention. So I do want to show you guys this because this is a Lululemon top. It's pretty basic, which I actually like because that means it's going to appeal to more people. It's just like gray and white. It's super, super soft though. And it's got a, I don't think this is like a, no, it's not really like super stretchy, but it's got a really good waistband. And obviously you can look right here, and there's the Lululemon label. So if you ever have like a cutout tag, or maybe you're one of those people that when you're looking through the rack you're like feeling stuff too, because I like to do that, and I always know like what the Lululemon material feels like, because a lot of their like basic like shirts and stuff, they all have the same like feel to them. So if you're doing that and you want to make sure that it is Lululemon, you can look at the bottom little corner, and then it'll be there. But I saw this little itty bitty portion on the tag. You guys see that right there? So it is a size 8. Unfortunately, they did cut right like where the style number is. So unfortunately, I can't find the style. That's the one thing that I love about Lululemon tops, is the style number. And of course, once you find the style number, you can appeal to so many different people. But of course, this is pretty basic, so I'm pretty sure if I just like Google it, I'll be able to find it as well. But anyways, I almost missed this, you guys, but I was flipping, and then all of a sudden I just saw their tag is pretty much like all the same. They all look like this. It's like really, it's like a long like ribbon looking tag, and it'll have just the little Lululemon sign, and it'll have all the materials and like the style number, and then the little size at the top. So this is another top that when I saw it, I just like stopped and grabbed it because I love Lululemon. I love selling Lululemon. I haven't kept any for myself because I think the biggest size that I found is like this one, which is a size 8, and it's not like super itty bitty to where it wouldn't fit me, but I don't know, I haven't found anything like, I kind of like shirts like this to be a little bit baggy on me, so I feel like if I wore those, it would be like, they would fit just right, and I don't really like shirts like that. So maybe one day I will thrift one and I will keep it for myself, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. So that was everything that I got on this Goodwill trip. Like I said, if you guys are interested in like my price points and stuff, pretty much everything is going to be $20 and up. More than likely, the sweater is going to go for more than $20. The cardigan, maybe, I may try to shoot for like $30 on that, but it's not like super, super high end either. And it's only like 30% wool. If it was like pure wool, I probably would have asked for more. So the cardigan's probably going to be about 30 bucks. And but that's pretty much it. The Eileen Fisher pieces, I usually let them go for like $25 to $30. The Lululemon piece also, even though they sell for like hundreds of $200, you know, in the store, I usually ask about like $25 to $30 because that's a pretty fair price. Actually, it's really fair for, you know, not having to buy it in the store. So that is everything that I got. I do always put links to my Poshmark closet and my eBay closet, so if you guys are interested in these pieces and want to purchase them, then you can look down below. Or if you just want to see how I photographed them, what I actually like decided to price them at, or even what I actually sold them at, feel free to look down below and pick it out if you want to. So that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more Goodwill hauls or thrifted hauls, let me know so that way I can do this more often. Like I said, I chose to do this haul today because it was such a good haul that I wanted to share it. But if you are interested in kind of just seeing like on an every week basis what I get, then let me know in the comments down below. But that is everything, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.